in my extended stay motel. I'm saying that I'm learning that, hey, when I'm home, I like being naked. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm actually sitting here making sales calls right now, naked. Actually, what this post is going to be about, making sales calls naked. I'm going to teach you a mindset trick that I learned in one of my early telemarketing gigs. One of the old timers that I was sitting next to, he was like, look, man, all you got to do when you're calling, you just got to visualize yourself sitting there in the 120th story of the high rise in Los Angeles, and you're sitting there in the corner office. You're the son of the boss, and you're sitting there making some of the most important calls there are to be made in the firm. And all you got to do is visualize that you're that guy. And when they pick up that phone, they get to talk to that guy. They get to talk to that guy. And so I sat there and I was like, look, maybe the OG is up to something. He's like, listen, kid, and whatever you do, don't start smoking cigs or you're going to be talking like this. And so I was like, all right. So when I got on the phone that afternoon, I was sitting there making calls in a dialer. Yeah, I was sitting in a boiler room in Rancho Cordova. There's probably 45, 50 other telemarketers in that room. And the funny thing was, I listened to what OG told me earlier that day when we were hanging out. He was like, remember, kid, don't smoke cigs. And just when you're sitting there in the corner office, you're that guy. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm sitting there on the phone. Ring, ring, ring. Mrs. Jones is like, hello? Like, hi, Mrs. Jones. This is Jeremy calling from 123 ABC Company. And I was calling because, and I was visualizing myself sitting there as that guy in the corner office that had the son of the owner of the company. And I was that guy, and they got to talk to me. And guess what? Mrs. Jones pulled out her credit card on that call, and I closed the fucking deal. I closed the deal because of what I visualized, because of my mindset. Thank you, OG. And I still don't smoke cigarettes. Thank you, OG.